now let's take our left hand, hold it like this, the straw like this. Let's just flop and drop. Now you can't let as much weight into the straw because it'll bend, right? So you got to just let it, hold it on there. So let's go ahead and wrap the fingers around just the way we did our fingers. And let's click on the top as a violin and viola player would do. Nail to plastic, nail to plastic. Okay, tap with the thumb underneath. And the thumb always goes opposite what finger? Second. Always goes opposite second. Okay? And do you notice my hand's not like this, but it's like this, right? It's not like this, it's like this. It leans left. That's why I love that channel in the hand. It's a great way to get them to feel that. Lean into the channel. So it's like that, okay? So let's get your hand set up like that. All right? Now just squeeze a little bit so you depress the straw. Okay? Or put a dimple in it. I'm anthropomorphizing the straw, I suppose, when I say get it, depress it. But, okay, just put a little dimple in it. All right, now let it go. You can feel when you squeeze, it just bends. You just bend the straw. Okay, now relax it. Bend it. Relax it. So when we set the go from the straw to the bow, which I would do in a beginning class, I would do that exercise during that. If I saw them every day, for example, let's say 5 meetings, I'd be setting up the left hand, I'd be setting up the instrument, holding all that stuff. I try to get the basics of this and the straw down the first week so that I could at least try a few shots at setting the bow up on the hand that second week. If you see them less frequently, it'll take a little bit longer. But 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th meeting, I'm ready to start doing that. Okay, now let's hold the bow in our left hand with the frog to the right. Bow in our left hand with frog to the right. Now we just do the same thing. We just flop and drop. Flop and drop. Okay, and I could actually just get some weight into that like this and make it teeter-totter. All right, now what I want to do is take my thumb and wave it. For very young students, this is a Suzuki approach. It's not just Suzuki, but Suzuki certainly does it. For very young students, if you were starting very young kids in school, 2nd grade, 3rd grade, yes, there is a school of thought that says you can put the thumb under the ferrule. But if you're starting in 5th or 6th grade or so on and so forth, you're probably going to just put them right on the bow. Most people do that. Okay, so once you've dropped and flopped, the thumb, you've got to make sure that you lean left. So I would have them flop, drop, lean to the left. Okay, click nail to nail. Now I wiggle the thumb. Okay, and I tap in the spot right where the leather, between the leather and the edge of the frog. Okay? There's a great little spot in there to put the thumb. And again, it's right on that edge. Okay? If you're doing the cello bow, you can drop, flop like that. You can tap that little spot and just rotate the bow. Why do I like to set everything up from here, from this angle first? It's a common referential experience that everybody can do, so it's easy in group process. I actually think the cello hands wind up better if you go from there and go over than if you start there and have them do that. I think it works better. They get that sense of weight into the string, so on and so forth.